Hello everyone, I'm Gareth Master974 back again today doing another Halo Reach Firefight Matchmaking episode. Without further ado, we're just going to get straight in this time around. No hassle, no fucking around, just get straight into the video. So, one thing I might experiment with doing is playing on maps with game types that I don't like. So not only is it maps that I don't like, but game types that I don't like as well. But of course, with stuff like Firefight and matchmaking and all that, it is a roll of the dice to see what you actually get. So I could play something like Crash Site, but it's on Beachhead, and I like Beachhead, so that wouldn't really be what I'm after here. So I would try and find maps like Waterfront or Glacier. I mean, look at this, 2x score attack or Fiesta attack on Corvette, and I have to turn it down for this episode, you know what I'm saying? And that's a real heartbreak to do something like that. But as I said, like Glacier, Waterfront, Overwatch or Overlook, whatever it's called. See, Grunt Apocalypse on Courtyard, another good one. Have to skip out on that because doing stuff for this episode. And if you hear any background noise, then one thing it's worth noting is it is a bit overcast today, so it could be outside sources. And of course my brother's doing something which is, well, it is what it is. I can't say I hate rocket attacks, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to skip out on this one as well, yeah. One of the few times I actually get straight in with the episodes and hope to get done with some gameplay right away. And it ends up being a bunch of stuff that I like, but on bad maps. Or stuff that are bad that I don't play but on good maps. So not a bad map so far, or at least with a game type that I don't play on a map that I don't really like. So we're running out of options here. Here is a good one, Skirmageddon on Overlook. I really don't like Skirmageddon and I don't really like Overlook. So this is an opportunity right now for me to play something that I don't like on a map that I don't think is. It's not a bad map by any means, it's just a map that I am not usually familiar with playing on. You know, I like to play on Corvette and Courtyard. It's maps like that where it's, you know, tight quarters. But Skirmageddon's like, oh, you got a bunch of these fast, annoying fuckers and you gotta take them out. So you don't even get armor lock in this, so I'll just go for evade. And I'll try my best. Now I'm kind of looking at my TV at a weird angle right now, so apologies if I start sucking ass in the gameplay. And of course I have to turn my volume on my TV down, otherwise there's going to be a massive amount of audio feedback in the video, and that's not going to be very good for any of you watching this video. It almost feels like I'm playing this without any audio whatsoever, so it feels like you pulled the trigger but then you don't hear the DMR shoot like at all, so it's just like, right, is my gun actually doing anything? That's why it's a little bit confusing for me right now. But of course I know that if I do leave stuff like this audio going in the background, then a lot of people will probably be like, oh my god, couldn't you at least turn the audio down? Because don't forget, I'm using my Elgato as well, and my Elgato capture makes it so everything is what, a few seconds delayed, probably like a couple seconds or so, but it is noticeable. So it'd be like bang, and that's when I fire the gun. And obviously when I said bang, the DMR fire sound effect shouldn't have actually played at the time that it played at. So just imagine that, but for like the entire round, the entire episode. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I think at this point I might have leveled up one or two of my commendations. I probably did level up my small arms, which is to get kills with just like light weapons, like the pistol for instance. I think I might have already maxed out precision weapons, so that's using the DMR and the sniper rifle and all that, so you kind of see that killing skirmishers, in my mind, it's probably better to use the DMR. Unless they're right up in your face, then the pistol might help, but then of course the problem is you got those skirmishers with the arm panels, you know, the armor panels on their arms. Reloading. So you gotta be careful of that. And you know, it's my strategy as well. I am trying to keep her relatively campy, if that makes sense. I'm trying to really make it so I can not even get really hurt by these guys. And I was going to say I haven't even got for the first wave of reinforcements. I have now, but you know, that's kind of the problem. You have to play a bit pussily, if that makes sense. You have to play like a pussy. That's what the word would mean. You know, you can't really take any risks. You gotta camp up in one spot. And stuff like perfections are what I need to go ahead and get as well. And as you see, there's a challenge called Light Fare, a daily challenge for today. You have to kill any 100 enemies in whatever game mode in Halo Reach. It can be online, offline, whatever. Reloading. But funnily enough, it's almost been a month since I played this. Yeah, like 1 whole month since I actually played some Halo Reach, and I said, oh yeah, this is like the return to the Halo Reach Firefight Matchmaking series, and it's like 1 video a month as opposed to 1 every week or 2 or something like that, as it would have been when I was doing it back, you know, when I first had the idea to do it. But it's one of those things, once you've seen it once, you've seen it all. So that's why I'm doing something like this today, is rather than just play a bunch of stuff that I like and you know what my gameplay is going to be, and it could be very boring to watch, or instead of me playing it when I'm actually playing a fuck ton of it at the time, like for the month of June into July for instance, then I was playing a lot of Halo Reach, and it kind of, in my opinion, it wears you out. So then you're just doing the same old shit again and 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 again, and it's just like you want to take a break from it, and that's what I've been doing. So this is like the first time I've played Halo Reach in like July or something. It's something stupid like that, but it's to give me a break from the monotony that is what I'm doing, which is just playing Firefight exclusively and not really doing much competitive matchmaking. That's just down to the way I want to do things, to be honest. I don't really want to be playing multiplayer. But even if I could play multiplayer, well, that is saying if I could play multiplayer, then I probably would, just for a series and not because I want to. Whereas something like reality says that no, you actually can't do it because there's not many people that are playing it to begin with. So even if I could play Firefight matchmaking, it's not a Firefight, multiplayer matchmaking, you know, as I mentioned in the previous episode, I would have to play stuff that's the hyper popular, everyone plays this stuff kind of playlists. Otherwise I boost for a party or something in like the Halo Completionist Discord, which, keep in mind, I haven't actually joined, and I don't know if I said I would, but I would have wanted to get the remaining Halo Reach achievements that I don't have. And honestly, if I did join that Discord in the month of June, then I probably would have came #1 out of all my friends for getting the most game score in a 1 month, you know, span of time for June. You know, I did end up getting like over something like over 2,500 game score in a single month. You know, and 100% in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and Lego Star Wars 2 on the Xbox 360 were major contributors towards that. But unfortunately, somebody else on my friends list who, for whatever reason, like tried to take me up on my offer of being #1 and ended up actually taking it from me. And all I had to do was join that Halo Completionist Discord, and that would have been like another 500 game score. So I easily would have got 3,000 game score in the month of June and come first with, you know, flying colours, no chance of someone beating me. But no, I didn't. I had to pussy out of it. To this day, had to pussy out of it. And now it's like, yeah, I still need to do all the multiplayer Halo Reach achievements, and I'm not going to do anything about it. It's like someone has to hear my plea to then act on it. Rather than me have to go out and do something on my own. That's kind of the way I am, actually, when you think about it, is I say stuff and it's like, well, it's not necessarily something that I want to do. It's more that I want someone else to do it for me, or to set something up for me, so then I can just go ahead and deal with it. rather than have to go to somebody else. It's not the way life works, to be honest. You know, you have to go to others for help. They're not gonna know unless you bring it up, and I'm trying to bring it up, but no one who's going to be watching this video is going to be like, you know, this guy seems alright, so let's just offer him a spot in a team or something, and let's just get all these achievements done, ready for when Halo Reach comes to the Master Chief Collection. Speaking of which, apparently for the month of July, or at least into the month of August, 343 Industries plan on having a Halo Reach Firefight build, a flight. Don't know if that's going to be on Xbox One, PC, but it might be, and that would be very interesting. I don't rate my chances, to be honest, because even though I do have like 13,500 subs on this channel, I doubt that anyone who's going to be, you know, from 343 Industries is going to come to my channel and think, yeah, this guy plays Halo Reach Firefight and is well known for doing it, so let's automatically opt him into this insider build so he can play test it and probably make a video out of it, even though he knows it'll kick him out of the insider project if he does that. You know, because I guarantee with stuff like this Halo Insider stuff, if you are someone who is well known for doing Halo stuff, you're probably going to get into the build. It's not like what they say where it's just random selection. If you have some sort of notoriety within the Halo scene, then you're probably just going to get automatically entered just because you have some level of clout, as it were. So it doesn't do it very fairly, if you ask me, because it's it gives people that already have the following, who already have the clout, as it were, it gives them just extra clout, because people are going to be interested in seeing Halo Reach on PC. So why not give it to someone who is already really popular and not give it to a bunch of, you know, smaller channels that don't really have their name out there to try and help them get their name out there? You know what I'm saying? But they won't do that because it's all about publicity and advertising and appealing to the greatest market possible, as opposed to being fair. So it's sort of my issue with stuff like giveaways and that as well, is that you don't know if whoever is going to be doing the giveaway actually has already chosen the winner ahead of time, knowing that they're going to be giving it to someone, and it's false pretenses. You go into a giveaway thinking you have a chance when really you don't have a chance. It's just to screw you over, to give you the illusion that you have a chance of winning something when you really don't, which is something that's kind of pertinent to me right now. I have attempted to enter a giveaway for a RTX 2080 Ti graphics card, and keep in mind my PC wouldn't actually be able to use an RTX 2080 Ti graphics card, mostly due to the power supply. I would need to actually buy a new power supply to even power something like an RTX 2080 Ti, but if I do get an RTX 2080 Ti, then that would be absolutely fucking awesome, because then that means I can get ray tracing graphics in like one video game that I own, and it's somewhat future proof as well because it's a new thing and it's really, really awesome. But of course it's one of those things where I almost guarantee that whoever is setting up that giveaway has already chosen who the winner's going to be, so I don't have a chance of winning. And people could probably troll the giveaway and just like give 20 fake emails all to them, so then essentially they get 20 entries and not one, like how it's supposed to be. So I kind of ranted for this entire match here, but the purpose of me ranting for this entire match is so I can actually get through this. And the good news is I've actually gone through it and I got a perfection, which means I did it without dying. So for a game type I really don't like, and for a map which I don't think is very good, I still pulled off a perfection. So that's how much of a good Halo Reach player I am. A Halo Reach Firefight player, I should say, is when you can do stuff like that. So that's pretty good if you ask me. And of course I got that daily challenge for killing any 100 enemies, and I got 4,928 credits. Look how close I am to hero, but that is still tens of thousands of credits away, so it's an illusion. I don't think I'm going to get to that anytime soon, but by grinding matches I'll get there eventually. So I haven't commented on the weekly challenge for the week. The weekly challenge is to do only sword base on lasso, actually lazo. So it's legendary all scores on. It's going to be really difficult to do. I don't know if you can do the whole pause, save and quit and reload, or if they're really going to be assholes about it and say as soon as you die once, that's it, you're fucked. And I say that because one of the challenges, I don't know if it's a daily challenge or not, I think it was a daily challenge. You had to do Exodus with 2 skulls on, I think it was, on Legendary. But they neglected to tell you that you had to do it without dying until I actually died. And then it's like in small print at the bottom, it's like, yeah, you have to do this challenge without dying. And it's like, they didn't have the courtesy to tell you in the challenge that you had to do it without dying. So I wasted something like half an hour of my time trying to do Exodus on Legendary and playing like a bit of a bitch as well. You know, like really playing it cautiously, but I still ended up dying, so fuck whoever came up with that challenge, seriously. Say in the actual challenge itself that you have to do it without dying. Here's something. Mythic attack on waterfronts. Let's give this a try. Mythic attack, basically all the enemies get extra health. I think it's like double health or something. And waterfront is a map I really don't like. So to make this complete, I'd have to play something like Crash Site on Glacier, and I would be okay with that. That would be like this episode done and dusted. But we got Mythic Attack on Waterfront right now, and this is not particularly a very good one. I'll go as Recon just because DMR and Assault Rifle. But again, it's similar to, as you saw in the previous game type, that you don't get any ordnance whatsoever, you don't get any overshields, and you just gotta deal with it. So hopefully this is good enough. Now I am experimenting slightly more with the setup this time around. You might have noticed that my microphone volume is louder than usual, and it does sort of limit itself as well. That's because I have added a limiter and increased the gain of my microphone, so it should mean that I can get away with not adjusting the volume in my video editor. It should be okay, so you can hear the gameplay and hear my voice over the gameplay, and it's not terrible. I don't know until the video is going to be put into my video editor, sadly. I don't know what the audio balance is actually going to be like at this stage. I don't even hear the game audio, only from my TV, like very quietly, so that is how I'm doing this right now. It's probably not the best way to do it. So murder some grunts, of course, because it's Mythic Attack. You can't just like assault rifle them up and kill them like that without, you know, firing a whole bunch of assault rifle ammo. So that's not very nice.
Heretic that.
Heretic that. So yeah, this is going to be another awkward one. And as you might be able to see as well, you can probably tell these are game types that I don't really like to play, because not that many people on my friends list off to the left, if you see the high score. You probably saw in the last game there probably wasn't a lot of people who played you know, Skirmageddon, you know, so that should be a sign that very few people, excuse me, very few people would have actually played that game type. Compared to stuff like Gruntpocalypse or 2x Score Attack, you probably would see more people who would have played that than people that are actually showing up for Skirmageddon and Mythic Attack and Crash Sites and stuff like that. Nice.
Double kill.
So now we get reinforcements. It's just like typical 2x Score Attack. The progression of enemies is exactly the same. Now I don't know if with this in particular, if you get the elites at the end, or if it mixes it up with stuff like hunters. But again, it depends. I think usually if you do 2x score attack exclusively, then they almost always will give you the elites at the end, if not always give you elites. Whereas with other versions, other variations of the game type, you might get hunters at the end, you might get the elites at the end, so it's worth looking forward to, I guess. So at this point in time, I have played Portal Prelude on the PC. Now, Portal Prelude I attempted to do at 4K 60 quality, and it was a bit of a pain in the ass for me because my PC really isn't meant for video rendering to any capacity. Even though it is a gaming PC, that's the purpose of the PC, is that it's for gaming purposes, not video rendering purposes or virtual machine purposes. So when I'm trying to play something like Portal Prelude at 4K 60, and I play it for nearly 3 hours, you kind of see that trying to render that down, especially at 4K 60 quality, is not going to be a nice thing to be doing. And it ended up turning out that the raw video file took something like 4 hours to import into my video editor, because one thing that happens is it builds something called a video proxy, and it only seems to happen for 4K video quality for me, but it builds something called a video proxy, and it's essentially the same file size as the original video that you're trying to import. So for me it's like, okay, you've got a 50 gigabyte 4K 60 raw file, but it builds a video proxy that's like 49 gigabytes in size or something, and surprise surprise, it took fucking over 4 hours to build it. So I had to wait up until something like 3 in the morning my time, 3 AM, to basically wait for this video proxy to build, or because my PC isn't meant to do stuff like, you know, video rendering, especially at like 4K quality, and I just died there. So that's the that's probably me not paying attention, not being able to hear the game, and I just died instantly again. I mean, I understand that it's a brute, but you know, you don't get punched in the face in full body armor and you die instantly. So and again, I've never even got hit. So you see what's happening here is that you know, I don't even know who this is supposed to be, if it's like Noble 6 or something, but you know, he's a bit of a pussy, as we all know. I mean, you don't get punched in the face and you die to it. I mean, you know, I know some of you watching this might be punk ass motherfuckers like myself. You know, I've been punched in the face in my life. I didn't die to it. I'm still here and I still keep going, like, and I don't bitch about it. So why the fuck does this guy die instantly to a punch in the face? And he's supposed to be in body armor as well. What sense does that make? Like, grow a fucking pair of bollocks and survive, seriously. That's my complaints to the Master Chief in Lazo. It's like, just grow a pair of bollocks and survive, seriously. And he's dead now for that. Because he doesn't have sprints, he can't get away, he has no health, he has no shields. So he's got to do the pussy tactic and just run away, because that's all he can do. Because his guns do no damage. And imagine this is like what Lazo would be like, except you don't even see your gun. You know, so they have to do something with Halo Reach Lazo to make something like, you know, this possible, like beating the game, because as you see, I'm aiming like right at the head and it's like doing 0 damage. So that's quite faulty if you ask me. You're not supposed to do no damage when you're hitting someone with a headshot, you know what I'm saying? But that's Mythic for you. Mythic's a bullshit skull, which is one reason why I don't like fucking Mythic attack, because the Mythic skull's a pile of shit, and you don't get overshields or anything to save your ass. Okay, that was unexpected, and this is unexpected. Oh, poor bastard, poor bastard. You saw that, right? He punched him in the face and he was like, nope, you don't do that shit to me, mate. And he fucking died like a pussy. See, that's what I mean. It's just a simple... And the fact of the matter is, it's the brutes as well. So they don't even, like, punch you. It's just like they shove you. And it's like, you die to that, really? Like, what a fucking pussy-ass faggot, man. Seriously. Just have a pair of bollocks and survive this shit. Seriously. I doubt it even hurts. It's just an excuse to get you killed because it's a video game. That's what I'm saying to that shit. But yeah, now you see why I don't play this, because the enemies just don't die. Like, I'm hitting them in the head, and it's like 7-8 shots or something before they even lose their mask. You know, it's not even like legendary difficulty or anything. It's just, no, it's bullshit. So fuck you, game developers. If you're gonna add laser into Halo Reach, then do me a solid and make it easy. Like, don't make it difficult. And also, if you're not going to make it easy, then make it so there's a way you can cheat. So I don't actually have to do anything to beat it. Like Halo 2 on PC, Legendary, you can just copy and paste the introductory level and not even play a single second of gameplay and you beat the game on Legendary. Like, the game's so flawed in the way it's designed that you can actually do that. And that's what I did to beat Legendary on Halo 2 PC, because there's no way I was going to do it legit. Whoa, what the hell was that? That was bullshit. That's cheating, you fucking idiot. That's cheating. You can't do that. Only I can cheat, okay? You can't do that shit to me. And again, I punched him, and he does no damage. Good job, mate. And you wonder why you die. I don't wonder why you die. I know you're a pussy. That's the reason why. Oh god, we only got 5 minutes and I'm on the skirmishers. Damn, that's bad. That's like really shitty, slow ass progress right there. And I lost a lot of lives as well. That's because it's waterfront. There's not that many good spaces you can go. I'm shooting the fuck out the skirmishers, and whoever I'm playing as right now is just doing no damage. So they must have gave us like blanks or something in these guns. All the ammo, it's just blanks. Or BB shots or something. You know, it's non-lethal. So we have to make do and try and kill people by shooting them with like BB bullets or something. But yeah, this map's not very good if you ask me. It's not a nice, not a nice level. I headshotted that guy. I'm headshotting this guy. I headshotted this guy right in front of me. Yeah, and the result of that is having 2 bars of health. So I headshotted that guy, yet I end up with 2 bars of health because of it, because this guy does no damage. And you can't even punch him to get them away from you, because the punch does no damage as well. It's just a load of shit, this game is, man. And this Gametype, and whoever thought this was a good idea, they're just a bunch of idiots, because they don't know what the fuck they're on about. Like, I have to suffer playing this for you guys right now, so I hope you're a little bit grateful for the fact that I'm going through something I don't want to go through. Again, can't do anything, I can't even see where the hell they are, so... That was a headshot. Nothing's behind me. I would know. Again, nothing's behind me. See, I'm scanning this area base, and you can see there's nothing here until like there. See, it's nice when you can actually see where the enemies are coming from, and not just pop them into existence out of nowhere because you want to. Like, seriously, have some respect, please. Like, I wouldn't treat you this way. As I say that with a slight grin on my face, because I know I'd totally cheat at this game if I had the opportunity to do so. Okay, there we go. We're on the last wave. We only have 3 lives left. This ain't very good. But you know what? We'll try and make the best out of a fucked up situation, guys. Let's do it. Now, there might be still 1 or 2 skirmishes still left around somewhere. Oh, what was that? That was just a phantom. Now, is it elites? the golden elites. You know what? Fuck it. This is the way the game wants you to play this.
Grenade.
To die like that. That's the way the game wants you to play it. They want you to do stuff like that and you die instantly to something stupid.
Frag out.
Now what I was going to do is actually get myself a plasma pistol. What the hell? I died instantly. Do you see what happened with his gun? He was just like glitching it all over the place and then he just like died instantly. That's quite funny actually. Oh, poor bastard. He just got like sword swiped in the face. God, he ain't having much luck, is he? Oh, and he failed the mission all to one sword guy. What a fucking faggot this guy is, seriously. Come on, even I would have survived that. I don't care if it's a sword. You don't get sliced in the chest or whatever and die instantly. You don't. You're supposed to be in body armor, for fuck's sake. Survive it. But yeah, that's the problem. The game wanted you to play that bit with a plasma pistol, and if you don't have one by that point because you don't know what's coming, because it could be hunters as well, then you're fucked. Then you can't beat it. And that's my phone going off. So you would have heard that in the recording. And so I'm just going to investigate what that was. We're not going to play Installation 04. For me, I would probably have to play something like, I don't know, Glacier. Crash site on Glacier. That will make the experience complete. But yeah, that's not going to happen, is it? I'm not going to play Crash site on Glacier. Or Crash site on any... Oh, Crash site on... But Outpost is an okay map, I would say. I don't mind playing on Outpost. The whole idea is I play something that I don't like on a map that I don't really play. That's the whole point of this episode. So if I can get something like Glacier, then that would be ideal. But, yeah, that's the problem here. So let's see. Let's just keep going with it. So we just done Waterfront. Yeah, this is the problem as well with the episodes and all that. Unfortunately, there will be this waiting around period where it's just like you have to get into the game. So that's one of the few firefight rounds I would say that I've ever failed. I really don't fail that many rounds. Unless it's something like Crash Site where you almost always will fail. But yeah, stuff like Mythic Attack, it's not nice. You have to play it on a good map to beat it, and you have to be lucky as well. And again, 2 times in a row we had Glacier, and it's like I like the game types, or if I don't like the game type, it's one I've already played. So it's either got to give me Glacier again, or it's going to be a map and game type I like. You know what, fuck it, this game's fucked me over. Now it's time for me to have a little bit of something that I like. 2x score attack on Courtyard, let's do this shit. Not fucking around now, I'm just gonna blast through this, probably perfection style. Not fucking around, just go ahead and do what I do. And totally kick ass while I do it. So, this is gonna be the last round of this section. So what I'll say is I don't know when I'll be back with this. If I do get accepted to flight this Halo Reach on PC and it's going to be the Firefight, then I probably will do an episode of it. Probably not around the time that it's happening, because as I kind of mentioned in the first match, that it practically says when you sign up for the Halo Insider project and all that, that you do accept the fact that if you do stuff like reveal gameplay and stuff like that, then you will get kicked out of the program. So if you've seen anyone that's actually gone ahead and done gameplay videos or anything like that based off of the Halo Reach, you know, campaign that was on PC, then they should basically get kicked out of the Halo Insider program for doing that. Will they? Probably not. But knowing my luck, I would be someone that would get kicked out of the program for doing it. You know, or because I am a gamer, and Halo Reach is a game I am somewhat passionate about. It is one of my high school shooter games that I've played a fuck ton of, you know, hundreds of hours territory. And, you know, does it mean that I deserve anything? No, I don't deserve anything. Would it be nice? Yes, it would be nice. But does it mean that people that have clout and have followings can basically break the rules and still be accepted into these kind of programs? No, that's not okay. You know, rules are meaningless if they are not enforced, just like laws and anything like that. So if you have a rule, you have to enforce it. So regardless of who it is, and that's probably one thing that, you know, a lot of businesses and corporations don't want to have happen, because, you know, if it's one of their best customers, one of their most well-known rich customers, and they breaking the rules, then they probably don't want to punish them or get rid of them, you know what I'm saying? They probably do want to keep them around. And it's like, it's wrong. But then somebody else, who isn't as popular, who isn't as rich, they can just get swept under the rug because fuck them. That's the way society works, ladies and gentlemen. You're hearing it here first. Oh, there we go. I actually targeted the guy with that. Yeah, eat that, faggots. And don't get offended if I say a word like faggots. I don't mean it to, you know, I don't mean it in an offensive way towards people that are like LGBT or whatever. It's just a offensive term for people that don't like me for whatever reason, or I don't like for a particular reason. So I don't mean it as a homophobic term or whatever. It's just to say, it's just a thing that, you know, these idiots are trying to kill me, so fuck them. You know, it doesn't really matter what I call them, because I'm gonna kill them all anyway. So, because I'm Wings of Redemption, fam. No, okay, I'm not Wings of Redemption, but you know, you understand what I'm trying to say with this. It's like, yeah, don't take what I say seriously, because, you know, I do it as like a joke, because this is commentary and it's supposed to be entertaining to some extent. So, you know, don't feel too insulted just because I'm trying to make things a little bit interesting for people that might be watching it 37 minutes in, or 38 minutes in actually at this point, or close to 38 minutes in at this point. What the hell? It kind of looked like he went for the floor for a moment.
Take a seat.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. I have to say stuff that's somewhat risque, or I have to see like game-breaking glitches like all the time for it to be interesting, because, you know, I've already done 10 episodes of this, and each episode has been, you know, like 30-40 minutes plus a piece, and it's all going to be the same sort of stuff, so I have to think of something to say, which is why I don't do it all the time, don't forget as well, otherwise I'll just run out of things to talk about, and it wouldn't be very interesting. And I don't think this is very interesting right now as it is, so that's why this kind of series would be better if it was live, so then I can have a live Q&A with people that would be watching, who would be in the stream chat. So then they could ask me questions like, what am I doing with my personal life? You know, what's a funny or creepy or scary story that I have, or any stuff like that. You know, just to make it interesting. But it's not like I'll be answering any of that sort of stuff in this episode. But we got elites, as I said. When you deal with the 2x score attack variants, then you almost always get the elites at the end. Now it's supposed to be a strategic use of the target locator to get a bunch of them. Didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, but I think this was another one of these maps where I beat the final wave in like a really short amount of time, because both phantoms were close together. And when both phantoms are close together, if you know, use the target locator correctly, you can get like an easy, quick and instant kill in there, and then you kill all the enemies, or virtually all the enemies, and then you can just pot shot all the others and win very quickly. effortlessly, should I say. Oh my god, they're all here. Also, I think that's my brother in the background. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Fuck you. Oh no, I don't have the armor lock. That would have been a great gameplay if I actually had a armor lock. But that was a suicidal gameplay right there. So, shows I know what I'm doing, right? So, here we go. What did I say? What did I say? Said I was going to probably do this as a perfection from running forward. Yes, he's going to get it. Come on, oh my god, it's just one more shot to the head. And he's done it, and he's got the perfection. These elite bastards don't stand a chance against the Master 974. And he's gone ahead. Gotten 3,434 credits. There's 343 in there. That's confirmed. That's a conspiracy theory, if you ask me. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got ahead and actually done what I set out to do, which was get a perfection, because the game fucked me over. We got 4,381 credits there, but I'm still a mile away from getting this level up to the hero level. 22,000 credits sounds tempting to do laser, but I really don't want to, just in case they're going to fuck you over and say you can't do it without dying. So fuck that. But I'm going to be rounding the episode off here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed or found it entertaining to the very least, and some of the points I've covered. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I don't know when I'll be back with this, but if I do get accepted into this Halo Reach Firefight PC flight stuff, what's going to happen maybe in June or July or August, excuse me, I'll probably be doing an episode based off of that. Otherwise, it's probably going to be next month or something, or whenever I decide to do Halo Reach again. But with all that being said and done, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Peace out. See you later.